Hey YouTubers, yeah, it's been a month since I've been out hunting. My wife and I took an Alaskan cruise. Before we took the cruise, we started looking at new houses to buy. The house we've been in, we've been there 23 years. We decided to sell it, move to some property. This is a house that we sold. We listed it, it sold in less than 24 hours. The new house we went and looked at, it was its second day on the market. It is a little over 5 acres. It has a shop, woohoo! Got somewhere to do my projects, a little more room to store my garbage. This is a picture of it. So now we're just waiting for all the banks and everybody to take care of all their garbage and paperwork. So we're waiting on papers, waiting on people, and finally I get a chance to hunt. So the rain is taking a break because it's been raining like crazy. I'm off today. I'm taking a break from all the headache. I'm not packing yet. I'm waiting. So I'm headed to the ground. See you when I get there. Okay, this is my first dig on film. My first target actually was I think it's a wheat penny. It was so close to the surface I didn't record it. This one here sounds like a quarter at a couple inches down, probably just a clad, and that's all it is. Just clad quarter. Alright, moving to the next signal. Okay, this one's giving out a decent tone. It sounds kind of dime-ish. It's got about 3 inches to it. We'll see what she gives up. Ground's a little soft from raining. Maybe we can get a decent plug flap out of this one. We'll see. Oh, it's a little dry on the bottom. I can feel it and hear it. And it's very dry. A lot drier than I thought it'd be. Man, I'm out of practice. Not too bad a sound. At least I didn't miss it by half a foot. Sounds better now. That actually sounds really good. Deeper than I thought it was. Please be a shiner. Oh, what the heck? It's a belt buckle. Pretty light. Sounded great. Alright, well there it is. Moving on. Okay, about 2 feet away, I just dug a signal, and this is what it is. It looks like some sort of foreign coin. I can barely make out the bottom of it, where I don't think you see it there, but there's like a statue or someone standing right underneath the bottom of it. It says 1944. This signal here, and I didn't record this last one because it sounded like a penny, and not quite as good as even a clad dime, but it sounded the same, and it was about 3 inches down, so I didn't do anything with it as far as recording. This one here sounds like a clad dime, and it's got about 4 inches to it. Probably is a clad dime, but we'll get it out and see. Doesn't quite have the high pitch that a silver dime would be. And that's one thing I've noticed with the E-Track over the years, is that a silver dime will sound pretty much like a clad quarter. And a clad dime is just above, oh, turn it on, just above a penny, copper penny that is. So it's in the plug here. Okay, it's right here. Oh, it's a shiner. No way. That did not sound like it was going to be a shiner. It's a Rosie. I think it says 47. I can't make it out. I don't have those young kid eyes anymore, so let's see. Yep, 1947.
Awesome. I did not expect that because it didn't sound quite that good. Sweet. So I think that's 2 silvers so far. And 2 in a row. Awesome. Moving on. Well, here's my next target. This one sounds real high pitch. Oh. It's shallow enough I can get it with my probe. Sounds like a quarter. Always digging them high tones. And it is a... I see the spot. No way. Oh my gosh. It is... It's a Washington quarter. There's the little marker. Can you see that? Yeah, I think you can see that. Marker in the bottom of the plug. You can see right where it was laying. And it's a 1954. 54 Washington quarter. That's 3 silvers in a row. Got that foreign coin, pulled the rosy, and a quarter. Moving on. Okay, next target. This one's really shallow. It might have an inch, maybe. It might have an 1.5 inches to it. It's probably a clad quarter. At that depth, I would expect it. I see the flat spot. I see the quarter. Just a clad quarter. But a quarter nonetheless. I'm moving on. Okay, I'm over a really good high pitch. About 4 inches. I'm going to back up a little bit. Oh, it's a hard spot. Real good high pitch. The numbers are a little low for a quarter. It looks more like dime-ish, but the pitch is real high, so I'm kind of hopeful, which means it's probably a stinking Lincoln. Thought I saw something. No. That's quarter on edge. Clad quarter. Real wet on one side. That's weird. So this side's real wet, this side's real dry. Thought maybe there'd be 2 of them in there. Nope, that's it. There it is, moving on. Over a really good tone here. I don't know if you can see the numbers on it, but it's fairly shallow. Just sounds really good. And I'm right next to an area where there was a, looks like an older tree with all stump ground and everything. So maybe it got turned up. Probably just clad quarter, we'll see. One moment. Okay, I think I made a big deal out of nothing. It just sounds like a clad quarter now. After I paused it, took a moment to narrow and pinpoint in on it because there's so many other sounds around this thing. Oh, no, it is, that's got to be silver. It is marked 925. Star. Awesome. Wonder if the chain's around here anywhere. That could be the other sounds. Okay, I'm going to pause it, see if I can find the chain. Sweet, so I've got a foreign silver, got the rosy, and the Washington, and now this. That is a good day out. I don't know if you can make that out, but right at the bottom, or right in the middle there, it says 925. And something else that looks like it says M-A-N. Alright, I'm moving on. Now, I'm going to look for the chain real quick, but then I'll move on. Okay, I'm fairly sure I'm over iron here. I got a good tone. Sounds like a quarter. It's got shallowness to it. It's just acting weird. Dead square in the hole. I'm pretty sure it's garbage, but it could be a clad quarter. continuing to sound good when I get to it, but it just acts funny. Something goofy about it, seems like. Well, that's why it acts funny. It's a nut. Just a nut. Moving on. Well, I'm down to my last 20 minutes of hunting. I've still got to go back and look around a little more for that chain for that pendant. Anyways, this one here has got a 4-inch depth to it. I believe it probably would just be copper. It breaks up once in a while and tries squeaking, but I think it's just telling me it's copper. We'll see. I see copper. What is it, though? That is a wheat. Number 2, well, I'm not sure the very first find, which I didn't record, was a wheat, but I'm pretty positive of it. Nonetheless, there's number 2 wheat. Moving on. Okay, so here are the digs of the day. I didn't mention it, but today I tried something different. Normally I'm hunting private properties, so I was out in Oregon City, and I was trying to get a private property permission, and I did, and it was a 1909 house. Problem was, it's obviously been hunted before because I didn't find squat. So I was hunting the house, and I went out front, hunted the curb strip in front of it, found a little bit in the curb strip, so I started going down the strips both directions, and that's when I started hitting the hot spots. Anyways, what I come across today in my garbage pile, let's see, I got a 38 special shell, some oddball piece of glass. I found Brian, well, at least a dog tag. The nut, I don't know if I'm going to include the video for that one or not. Piece of iron that had me chasing a great sound, but wasn't nothing good. Got my penny pile, 2 dimes, 5 quarters. My wheats that I found, the very first one was, oh, I forgot the date on the thing already. Just looked at it. Bad memory. 1956. The other one is 1939. When I was walking the sidewalk back to my truck, I come across this chain. Got super excited, except for the color is quite wrong. But on the very end of it, at this clasp, get it in frame there, it says 14K. But I don't know if you can show. I don't know if it shows on the camera. I was pretty suspicious of it because it just doesn't look gold at all. So I stopped and had it tested. Sure enough, it's fake. Alright, now onto the good ones. First thing I dug that was silver, which was kind of a surpriser, was a 10 centavos. And now I know a little bit about these because I have dug one other one. It's a 1944. And the odd thing about it is, well, you would have seen already in the picture, it says United States of America. These were minted in Denver. It's a 1944, but it's a Philippines coin. Kind of strange. So that was the first one I dug. And then not far from that, I dug this 1947 Rosie. I did not look at the mint mark. S mint mark. And that one totally surprised me too, because it just didn't quite sound like it was going to come up a shiner. I think I pegged it on the video saying it was probably going to be a dime, and when it came up shiny, that was awesome. And then this one here, I expected completely to find a clad quarter because it had hardly any depth to it. But nonetheless, it popped up in 1954. I don't know what the mint mark on that one is. Well, I'll clean it. And that's the picture you would have seen after the dig video on it. And then this one here, I thought was going to be a clad quarter also. It turns out to be a little star pendant. It's gotten whacked with something there. And this was on top of, well, this was in the curb strip. In an area where you can see that there was a large tree, and they did the old chopping it up, digging it out, or whatever they do to get rid of them. Great day of hunting. 4 silvers, 3 of them are coins. That's an awesome success for me. Too bad this wasn't the real piece, but it'll make a good piece for my display at the next meeting. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Hopefully it won't be a whole month till I get out again.